guys, welcome back to my channel. This is what we're going to be making today, and this is a Russian Spiral. I got quite a few requests to make this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I think they're just more interested in the color sequence here, but because when you're looking at it through a video or picture online, it kind of, you know, you might not be able to tell it's a Russian Spiral, but that's what it is. So this is really pretty. We're going to make it, and I'll show you the charms I put on here. Got some charms going on there next to the clasp. You know, a lot of people like that look. I really don't care for it myself. I don't know. I just don't think that's a good look, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. I never liked the charms hanging from the clasp. I don't know. I just don't think it looks good on the wrist. I don't know. So, but I like it. I think it's, you know, that's good. And then if you wear it like that, then you're going to have these hanging down, and it's going to kind of get in the way, you know. I don't know. So, I put them on. I think people like the charms on there. They can also request to, you know, to have you take them off, whatever. But anyway, we're going to get started making this. I'm going to gather my supplies, and I will be right back. Take this off. There you go. Be right back. Alright, we're ready to get started. So, I have my light there, sorry. Get that out of the way for you. That would help. Oh, it's back in the way. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, so here's what you're going to need. It's going to be a long video, so prepare yourselves. So here's what I use. Threadwise Wildfire, the 20 mil. It's the only one I use for my Russian spirals. I've done a ton of them. This is the only one I use. It holds the it holds that circle together better than anything else I've used. And you can see this is another Russian Spiral here that I have started. It's really pretty. So I just wanted to show you that color, and that's the hole, what it will look like. You know, the tube, kind of. And you don't want it to, like I'm pressing on it right now, you don't want it to collapse. You don't want it to go flat. It has to maintain that tubing in order to, you know, look right. So here's the one we're going to make that I just showed you right there. Gorgeous. But I'm going to use, since I already have this is also on my Etsy shop if you're interested in purchasing it. I'm going to use gold sea beads instead of silver, since I already have one in silver. And now for these beads, I've looked all over the internet for these beads. I cannot find them anywhere. So these are 4 mil rondelles, faceted rondelles. I got these at a jewelry show. You can see right here. Is that gorgeous? So you can see we have, is that? Yeah, that's the green. We got some gold here. We got that fuchsia pink, and we got some purple. Whoops, sorry. And we got some purple. Green, gold, pink, purple. These were at the International Gem and Jewelry Show. So what I can tell you is that it's coming up again in the beginning of March, and I'm going to go there and see if they have any more of these. If you're interested, let me know now in the comments. I can buy extra of these, and I can put them in my shop for you to purchase. And don't mind my lumpy mat here. I have a whole nother thing going on underneath of it. I have other projects going on underneath that I need to finish. and give you a sneak peek if you want. You see that, all that stuff there. They're pretty pendant. Yeah. It's the real world of a beader. So let's see now how many of these 4mm beads that I use for each bracelet. I just make sure I have plenty on hand. You can use any 4mm you want. You can use bicones, which is what I usually use. As you can see in this one, you know, I usually use bicones. I just like them the best. So here's another one. But you can use fire polish beads, you know, pretty much anything you want. So I think I'll put my glasses back on. We're going to get started for this Russian Spiral. And now you're going to be working, each section here is six of one color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got 6 pink, 6 purple, 6 green, and you're just going to continue that all the way around. So I'm going to pull my 6 purple. Let's see. Just going to do it like that. And I'm going to have to get a little closer here for you. Okay, so to start this out, I don't like the way that looks. Okay, I'm going to pick up 3 C beads. One 4mm, 3 C beads, 1 4mm, 3 C beads, and 1 4mm. And this is what you should have. And this is the first and only time that you're going to be doing this sequence right here. Okay, so, and you're going to need, I used about 4 arms length of thread, but today I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do a little sample piece here. So we're going to take this down. You can use a stopper bead if you want. I don't. I would save I don't know, at least a foot of a tail, because you have to put on the clasp and everything. So let's see what I have here. My hands are not warmed up yet. I have really bad arthritis in my hands, so bear with me. So this is what I do. I take it like this. I do a little circle. I'm trying to get in a little closer so you can see. Okay, so I just went and did a circle like this. And now I'm just going to take and go back through all of those beads. Let's go back through. And just keep going, then pull that through. Okay, this is where you should be now. This is my tail. This is the thread I'm working with. And you're just going to go through that 1 C bead right there. Pull that through. And this is what we have right now. You're going to flip it over. Okay, and we're going to be working counterclockwise here, this way. Okay, now we're going to put the other 3 on. Now you're going to pick up 1 and 3 C beads. This is what you're going to be picking up the entire time. You're going to be picking up 1 4 mil and 3 C beads. That's it. So you don't have to remember anything. Okay, and then what you're also going to be doing in this is, I'm just looking up at the camera to make sure I am in frame. Okay, so we're coming out of here. You're always going to take this to the next C bead after that 4 mil bead. So you're always going to be going right into there. So you know where you're going to go. You don't have to think about it. Okay? That's it. And this is for the entire length of the bracelet. I'm pulling that in, push it up. We're going to form that tube. This is what that should look like. Okay. Again, 1 4 mil, 3 C beads. Coming out of here, we're going to go right past the 4 mil bead into the first C bead. And pull that through. Pop it up. Pull it nice and tight. Remember, you can slow the video down. I do it all the time when I'm making something somebody else, you know, has made. And 4 mil, 3 C beads. Coming out of here, we're going to go right into the C bead past this 4 mil, right there. Just pull it through and pop it up there. The first few rounds are, you know, are kind of tough because you gotta, there's nothing really to hold on to. So we're starting to form our tube, as you can see. And so we're coming out of the C bead, and now you're just going to step up. You're going to go through the first 4 mil bead and then the next C bead. That's it. Right there. And this is what you're going to do every time. Step up so we can get to the next level. Pull it nice and tight. Okay. And our next color, pink. Take 6 of those. Again, 1 4 mil. 3 C beads. We're coming out of here, going to jump right into the C bead after the next 4 mil. Okay, here we go again. Coming out of here, jump into that next C bead right after that next 4 mil. Pull that in and do it again. 1 4 mil, 3 C beads. We're coming out of here. That's our next 4 mil. We're gonna go into that C bead right after that next 4 mil. And now we're coming out of there. We're going to step up into the next, oops, get that out of the way, 4 mil, and the C bead. And just pull that through. Okay folks, here's where I'm at now with my bracelet. I had my desired length, but I wanted to come back and tell you in the process of making this a couple of things that will make your life easier when you make these that nobody tells you. Okay, so it's my length. I usually like to make my bracelets, you know, 7.5, or I'll do it, or I'll make it like this length, and I'll leave it until someone orders the size and then put the clasp and everything on it. But anyway, for sizing, the clasp adds about 1 inch to your project. So here we have 6.5, because I figure time I put the clasp on, I'll have my 7.5. Now with the spiral, it gives. Do you see that give? And if you stretch it out, we got 7. When you measure the spiral, at least for me, what I find to be the best situation here, measuring, close it up. Make sure you're not measuring like that. You want to measure this way, because that's how it's gonna lay. Okay, I hope I explained that clearly. I don't know how else to explain it. So it does give, but it's not a stretch bracelet. So when you measure, make sure you just put it together. Smash it together there. When I smash it, but you know what I mean. And measure it that way for your measurement. So I got 6.5 there. I'm going to continue to put my clasp on your C beads. They're 11 O's, and for spiral work, so your work does not collapse. You can see that spiral. I'm pressing pretty darn hard here, and that's not collapsing. Okay. I use the Miyuki C beads. You can get these on Amazon. Pretty much anywhere where they sell beads online. You know, for Fire Mountain beads, gems, whatever. So I like the Miyuki. You can use, I love the Toho beads. I use that for other projects, but not for this. It's going to make your spiral mushy. It's not going to hold up. Let's see. Well, I have a lot of Toho beads. None to really show you. So I have it I put them in an old container like this. So, but the Toho beads are cut a little larger than the Miyuki beads. That's why the spiral holds up nice and tight and doesn't collapse. So I hope that was helpful. Okay, back again, and I'm getting ready to put the clasp on, and so I decided to show you how I do that, and in this video, because I have a separate one in other videos, but might as well go ahead and do it so you don't have to try to find another video to see that. Anyway, I wanted to show you here. I'll put my glasses on. I wanted to show you here. Take that off. And I'm going to have to get in really close so you can see it. Okay, that looks good. So for the clasp part, I'm going to use my Toho C beads, because they're slightly larger and thicker than the Miyuki, and I just assume it'll hold up better, you know. So if you can see here, on my right here is the Toho beads, which I'm going to use, and on the left is the Miyuki beads. Both awesome beads, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the brand, just what you need for, you know, the project. And you can see here, I hope you can see how slightly larger the Toho beads are, which if you're not looking, you know, you're not going to find that difference, but I certainly do. I can put them all together and just pick them out. But so I'm going to go ahead and use the Toho beads, and just wanted to see if you could see that or not. And I think it makes a little bit of difference, because the clasp takes the most wear and tear, constantly opening it and putting it back on. Not so much with maybe a toggle bracelet, but I'm going to use a magnetic clasp for this. So just wanted to let you know that. Alright, I'm going to get started here. Take those off, put that there. And I'm actually going to get this out of the way because I'll put it over here. Otherwise my camera will zoom in on the wrong thing, and what I'm actually trying to show you will be blurry. So I'm going to use this magnetic clasp on here. Everyone seems to like these the most. When they order a kit, they always order this this clasp with it. Alright. Just checking. Make sure I'm close enough. Yeah, okay, that looks good. So you should be coming out of a C bead here. Okay, and now what you're going to do, you're going to pick up 5 C beads. Pick up 5 C beads. And like before, you're going to go right into that C bead after the next 4 mil. Come on. Right there. And we're building our clasp part. We're going to be closing up that hole there. 5 more C beads. Go into the next C bead after the next 4 mil. And 5 more C beads. Okay, and then you're going to step up through the next 3 C beads. I wonder if I should get in a little closer. Okay, and now you're going to take 1 C bead, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go through the 6th C bead, and this will start to close it up. As you can see. Okay, 1 more C bead, counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. Sometimes the glare from the light hits the C beads here and makes it difficult for me to find the hole because the glare is just bouncing off into my glasses and everything else, and you know. So you can see it's going to close that side up, and 1 more. Okay, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And you can see how that closes that up there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go around 1 time to a few of these top beads right here to just secure that. otherwise it's gonna just come back open. So I'm gonna go in there. Here. And that's it. And that's all you can really go through, because you got to go through them again to put the actual clasp on. And now I'm going to make sure I'm coming out of this C bead. I want to make sure directly across. I'm going to feel it, make sure I can get in and out of there a few times to put on my clasp along with, see, I think that's okay. Alright. So now you're just going to pick up part of your clasp. I'm using this one. And you're just going to go right through the clasp there. And we're going to take it and go through the CB directly across, coming out of here, going right over there. Okay. Oops, that's where we are now. And then we're going to go, coming out of there, we're going to go right back through the clasp. Just pull it nice and tight. And we're going to go right back through the clasp over here. I go through it a little bit like that to kind of loosen that up there. Okay, I'm moving it different ways because sometimes I'm not sure if looking up in my camera here, I mean it's close to my face, but sometimes it's hard to see if it's blurry or not. Okay, that looks clear. So you can see what direction to go in. So we're just doing that. Pulling it through. And we're going to go through again. Okay. Going to go right back through there. Okay, turn it around, back through the clasp, through the other side. Back through. This one just feels a little tight. Back through there. And pour through. So I know I can't go through back through that one anymore. Otherwise the the glass bead C bead will crack. And I've had that happen before, so it's not fun. Go back through. And maybe I can get through that. Yeah, feels good. I can get through there. There you go. If for some reason you can't get back in that C bead, you may have to take the needle. It's another huge tip. You may have to take the needle off of the thread here and you know, just flatten out your thread with, I flatten it out like this, the tip, and then I go and push it through the C bead, and it usually goes right through for me. I usually go in and loosen it up a little bit with my needle, and then I put it through like that without the needle, and it usually goes right through. But you know, you don't want to force it. If you, as long as I went through two times on each side, that's good. So this is good. We're good here. And then what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to weave around a little bit. I'm going to go into this one because that bead feels nice and loose. I can get through there just to secure this clasp on there. I'm going to go through this one. Okay. And then I'm going to start working my way down. I can't go through that because that's where I went through the clasp like 4 times. So we're going to start working our way down. Go through here. Okay, and then I'm just going to go through here. And then you're just going to kind of weave through. And now if I would have used a Toho beads with this for some reason, because I didn't have my Miyuki, this would be a lot looser. And what I usually do is I usually go all the way through the C beads, all the way around, all the way down, just to tighten that up. So I'm just going to go through some C beads here. Like that. And I'm basically going to look to end my project here, and I'll go through one of the 4 mils, and I'll wind up doing, you know, one of those half hitch knots. Right here, and that's all I really need. You don't need no super duper heavy duty knotting. I remember a time when I never knotted my bracelets. I would take it all the way down because there's no way that's going to unfold and just come on out, and they never have. But now I just do a little half hitch knot. You know, that's it. I'll do that there. Go down a little further. And I'll do another one here. And do another one. There. And I'm going to go do another one on that. I mean, you can do whatever knot you want, but I just don't want that knot popping out and kind of showing up. So, you know, some people like to go through this twice or 3 times, and I just do this. Alright. So, we got that. And that's it. That's how you put the clasp on for the Russian Spiral. There you go. Nice, neat work. You don't have a lot of thread showing. I mean, you got to expect some thread showing in there. You know, it's handmade, not machine made. That's the way it goes. But you don't want to see a lot of any thread sticking out here, you know. And I don't want to look through here and see big spaces of thread. I gotta burn this off, but I'm gonna wait till I put my other clasp on, just in case. I always do. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna put my clasp on, and I'm gonna decide if I want charms or anything on there. Be right back. Okay, and this is where we are now. So you saw me just put this on. This is what you do if you want to use a magnetic clasp. You would just do the other side the same, and you know, there you got your bracelet, but you really don't have anywhere to put the charms on. But I'm going to show you. I think I made one before with this, that I did the charms. So I'm going to try to do that. So if you want to do the one where you can put the charms on using the toggle clasp like this, you do the same exact thing up until this part right here. You do the same thing where you build up the end, where you close up the end. Okay, and doing the magnetic clasp is kind of easier and quicker. But if we really want to add these charms on, you know, you can pretty much just look at it and see what to do, you know. So I'm going to try it with this. I'm going to show you what you would do. Let me get three of my Toho sea beads here. Just gonna get that out of the way right now, and I'm going to take a jump ring. I'm gonna use, let me see which one I want to use. A smaller one. I use the smaller one, and just want to close that up a little bit more. Get my tools, close this up, just closing my jump ring up. So you're going to put the needle through your jump ring. Okay, and this is where we finish closing up our hole. So just like we put this on, we're going to do this clasp on. We're going to do the same thing with the jump ring. So coming out of this sea bead here, going into this one. Just moving it around so you can see. Okay, now we're going to pick up 3 more sea beads. And again, I'm using the Toho sea beads. And we're going to go right back through that jump ring. And we're going to go right back through that same sea bead where we came over at. And there's our little jump ring right there. And what's going to happen here is we're going to put another jump ring through that to hang the little dangles off. But you can see what we have going on here. And I'm going to go through these 1 or 2 more times to reinforce it. So we're going to go back through these 3 sea beads through that jump ring. Come on. Pour it nice and taut. Go back through the other 3. And back through that C bead. Okay. And that's good. I don't think I'll keep going back through there again. You can see what we have there now. Okay. And let's see. It's been a while since I've done it this way, so I'm looking at my other one here. And okay. I'm not going to knot it just in case I got to take this apart. Big secret. But it's so pretty. Yeah, this is the bigger. I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to put this one here. And let's see how this lays, huh? I'm going to open this up. I'm doing it this way because, you know, most people like a magnetic clasp. They, you know, I sell a few kits in my Etsy shop, and they always pick, I give them the choice of the toggle or this magnetic one. They always pick the magnetic one. So I think, and it's just easy to get on and off. And you have to remember that this type of jewelry is not everyday wear. You know, it's special occasion. Going out for lunch with the girlfriends on the weekend. Definitely not for everyday wear. Not for wearing to the office. You know. Okay, so that's what we have now. And let's see, let's put some charms on here, see how it lays. The charms I have picked out are this little high heel, little pinky, and this little green one. So let's see, I'm gonna use these. I'm late in getting this video up. I told a few people it would be up on the weekend, but the weekend is gone. And, you know, videos take the longest to do. The editing part is actually just the longest. You gotta rewatch it all over again. You gotta add a lot of stuff into it. Just very time consuming. So please don't forget to support my channel. I do have what's called the Buy Me a Coffee, which is, you know, they just call it that. I mean, there's millions of YouTubers that use this program to help their channel. You can just click on it, donate a couple of bucks, and really helps people to support their channels, because I do it too. I do it for people that I watch, you know. I'm subscribed to a lot of people. Whoops. Better open it back up. And, you know, I go on there monthly and give each one, you know, maybe $1, $2, something. You know, everything's expensive. But these people have thousands, some have millions of subscribers, and if they all went on and gave $1, I mean, you know, I do it because I know how hard they're working. Oh, there's one already on here. And just the equipment alone goes right back to buying, you know, the lights, the cameras. I mean, these digital cameras nowadays, they cost thousands of dollars. It's just ridiculous. A lot of people use their phone, but I haven't figured out how to set that up. So let's see what I have here. I'll see if it hangs right. Okay, don't look at the thread. Oh boy, where can I? Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, well that'll work. So, I think just trying to figure it out. But that will definitely work. I think I just need to put another jump ring on this bottom here, because that's not hanging right. Yeah. Okay. But this will definitely work, guys. If you want to use magnetic clasp, yeah, go ahead. So you can do this with a magnetic clasp. It's the same process for the toggle clasp. So just so you know that. Now I'm gonna take these off, because I want to put it on another jump ring on here. I think it'll lay better, but this is cute. Let's get this off of here. Come on. That off, and that hangs okay. I'm going to take that off. Where are ya? Is that it? Okay. So I'm going to add another jump ring right onto here. It'll make it hang better. So let's see. There we go. And I'm going to put this green one on. You know, something always just doesn't like to hang right. Where are you? What just happened here? Oh, there we go. Okay. These little high heels are so cute. Come on. All right. Okay. Now let's see what we have here. Just trying to get that thread out of the way. Usually I would have taken that off by now, but just in case. Okay, so this will work for you. This is cute. You got your little dangles down there, and again, you don't have to put them on if you don't want to. And again, you can go in and take it off and connect that there. You're fine. But this is really cute. That's really cute. Let's put it on. There we go. So you got your little charms on there. What else? Thing's good. I might have to put another little jump ring on here because it's not laying how I want it to lay. But that's okay, I'll do that later. But this is really cute. And they can turn it around, wear it like that. You know. So anyway, this was a video request. There we go. And this is super, super cute. Maybe I don't have to take that off. It looks like it's hanging right here. Anyway, let me pull that back in. So there you go. That's how you do it. And again, don't forget to comment below if you want me to pick up some of these beads, if they have them this time, where I got them at the International Gem and Jewelry Show, which is in a week or so. Because you can't find these beads anywhere. You're welcome to look. I searched Alibaba, Shein, Temu, Amazon, Etsy, but yes, please go ahead and search. Let me know if you find them. But I'm definitely going to get more of these because I just love the colors. Just so pretty, you know. Just so pretty there. And such a great bracelet. One of a kind. Of course, you're not going to find it anywhere else. I make Russian spirals for a couple of reasons. I do the jewelry I do for a few reasons, because people are not going to take the time to copy them, you know. I mean, they might make this once in a while, but it never comes out looking the way I do them, you know. And Temu, Shein, all them, huge copiers, but they can't copy this. They don't have a machine to do it. They're not going to take the time to do this by hand because it takes way too long, and they can't sell it for $5 like everything else on the site. That's why I do this. And these are all one of a kind. You're not going to find them anywhere else. And you can see the work, you know. If I have to say it myself, it's, you know, the work is really good here. Pretty proud of myself. But can you see this in an Easter basket? Easter's coming up, I think April 5th. Just adorable. Now, I sell these in my shop. If you need a smaller size for, you know, little girl or something, you can message me through it. I can make it. But oh gosh, can you see pulling this out of an Easter basket when you were a kid? Oh my gosh. All I pulled out was, you know, some candy and a few pennies at the bottom of the basket. That's all we had growing up. So, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try to make it. And let me know if you do. I would love to see it. And, you know, let me know if you have any questions. If I forget anything, I'll post it in the video in like a text message. So, there you go, folks. Cute. I could sit here and stare at it all night. Alright, again, don't forget to subscribe and give the video hit that little thumbs up icon down there, and remember, you can slow the video down. It's a little looks like a little screwdriver on the right. You click on that and you can slow it down, and that helps out a lot. Alright, everybody, if you have any questions or something I didn't cover, just message me below in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.